You are staring at the calendar right now, and something inside you is quietly breaking. Not loudly, not dramatically, just a slow, creeping, terrifying awareness that time is moving, and you feel like you are standing still. Like everyone else got a head start, while you were busy surviving. Like the years that should have been building your future were swallowed whole by people, situations, and seasons that gave you nothing in return. You gave your best years to a toxic relationship that left you empty. You spent a decade in a job, a friendship, a marriage, a situation that drained you of everything you had. You lost seasons of your life to anxiety, to depression, to fighting battles you never should have had to fight in the first place. And while all of that was happening, the clock kept moving. And now the enemy is screaming one sentence directly into your ear. It is too late. But Joel 2:25 is God's personal answer to that lie. God says, "I will restore to you the years the swarming locust has eaten." He does not just heal the memory. He does not just ease the pain. He collapses time itself. And today, I want to show you the spiritual physics of divine acceleration. How God is not just going to restore what was stolen, but compress, multiply, and dramatically accelerate everything you thought you lost. Act 1. The illusion of too late. Here is what makes stolen time so devastating. It is not just the loss of the experience, it is not just the heartbreak or the wasted energy. The deepest grief is this: time is the one currency in your life that you cannot earn back. When it is spent, it is gone. And the enemy knows this. So he uses it as his most effective weapon. He sits beside you and points at your friends who are married, established, thriving, and moving forward. He whispers your age. He tells you the window for your destiny closed while you were distracted. He uses your past against your future until you begin believing that the best version of your life is something that already passed without you living it. You settle. You accept smaller. You stop expecting the great things God actually promised you. But here is where you have made a critical error. You are measuring your life by a human timeline. You are holding God's promises up against a calendar that God Himself is not bound by. And that is where the panic lives, in the gap between your clock and God's. 2 Peter 3:8 says that with the Lord, a day is like 1,000 years, and 1,000 years are like a day. God does not need a decade to accomplish what takes human effort 10 years to build. He does not need seasons to produce what He can release in a single moment. When God decides to move, time bends to His authority. The enemy told you that you are behind. God is about to show you that you were never on that timeline to begin with. Act 2. The miracle that bypassed time. I want to take you to the very first miracle Jesus performed. He was at a wedding in Cana of Galilee, and they ran out of wine. In the natural world, this is a crisis with only one solution: time. Good wine requires years. You plant the vineyard, wait for harvest, crush the grapes, bottle it, and let it ferment for years before it reaches the quality worth serving. Time is the ingredient you cannot skip. But Jesus took 6 stone water jars filled with ordinary water. No grapes, no vineyard, no harvest, no fermentation, no years, and in a fraction of a second, He produced not just wine, but the best wine of the entire celebration. The master of the banquet was astonished. He could not explain it. It defied every natural law governing how wine is produced. Jesus did not just solve the problem. He bypassed the requirement of time entirely. And this is exactly the promise sitting over your life right now. You look at the years you lost and you try to calculate how long it will take to rebuild what was taken. You do the math, and the math discourages you. But God is not doing your math. He is operating from a completely different equation. He is taking the ordinary, broken, leftover pieces of your story, the wasted years, the stolen seasons, the years of running on empty, and He is about to turn them into the finest wine of your entire life, faster than makes any logical sense. Act 3. You are not falling behind. You are being rooted. The years you think you wasted were not wasted. Every tear you cried in that toxic environment was building emotional depth you will need for what comes next. Every night you endured that impossible season was sharpening a discernment in your spirit that cannot be taught in a classroom. The character God built in you during the hardest years is the very infrastructure of everything He is about to place in your hands. There is a bamboo tree in China that spends 5 full years growing completely underground. From the surface, nothing is happening. No visible growth. No evidence that anything is working. A person watching that soil would give up. They would conclude the seed was dead. But underground, the bamboo is building one of the most elaborate root systems in all of nature, reaching deep, spreading wide, anchoring itself against everything the soil and the storm could throw at it. And then, it breaks through. And when it breaks through, it grows 90 feet in 6 weeks. That is you. What you called wasted years, God called root-building years. And the breakthrough is not coming gradually. It is coming with the speed of divine acceleration. Doors are about to fly open so fast, it will make your head spin. You will meet the right people in the right rooms at the right moments. And it will happen at a speed that your natural mind will not be able to explain. What took someone else a lifetime to build, God is about to hand to you in a single season. Act 4. The release. Stop crying over the calendar. Stop calculating your age against your dreams and letting the math discourage you. Stop replaying every decision that kept you in the wrong place for too long and torturing yourself with what could have been. You walked away exactly when you were supposed to. The delay was not a failure. The detour was not a disaster. Every moment of waiting was God building what your circumstances were trying to destroy. And now the season has shifted. The locusts are gone. The years of consumption are over. The time of divine acceleration has officially begun over your life. God is not looking at your calendar. He is looking at your faith. And the moment you stop agreeing with the enemy's timeline and start agreeing with Joel 2:25, something shifts in the spiritual atmosphere over your life. The years come back. The time collapses. The harvest arrives ahead of schedule. Not because you deserved it, because He promised it. If you receive this promise today, declare it right now in the comments. Type these exact words: "My time is restored." And if you want to keep your spirit anchored in the truth of what God says over your life, subscribe to Holy Clarity. The years you lost are nothing compared to the glory God is about to reveal in your next chapter. The enemy counted your time. God is about to redeem it. God bless you. Your harvest is closer than you think, and it is arriving faster than you imagined possible.